Okay, I have just received both of the Damtoys Godfather figures. So here we have got the formal version with his tuxedo, and then here we've got the Golden Years version that comes with two different outfits. And so in this video, just real quick, I'm going to go ahead and unbox these. I have not actually seen these figures yet, so just brought them home a little bit ago after having them held at UPS access point. So I'm just now took these out of the cardboard box. I haven't even opened these to look at them yet, so I want to do that right now. Now the formal version I've been a little more concerned about because in the videos that I've seen, it looked to me like his tuxedo didn't really fit all that well. Like it was kind of awkward looking in places. So here he is. Here is the Don. So yeah, like right there. Looks like his vest was a little too small. I don't know, but yeah, first impressions overall though, pretty good. I owned the Hot Toys version. Got it when it first came out, owned it for about 10 years, and then finally sold it. And when I sold it, I got the Blitzway quarter scale statue and had that for a while, and then I sold that back when I pre-ordered these guys. Because I love Vito Corleone. Is one of my favorite characters. The Godfather is my second favorite movie of all time after Batman Begins, and honestly it's a better movie than Batman Begins, so it's probably the best movie of all time in my opinion. But it's kind of hard to see with the glare, but you can see it's a pretty solid Marlon Brando. And I think the Hot Toys version was good, but I think this one is probably superior, but I'll know better once I get it all set up. So that's the...
Oh, we see that, the Godfather himself. Yeah, it's not a bad likeness of Marlon Brando. Yeah, not too bad. On the day of my daughter's wedding.
So that's the one head sculpt that comes on him, and this is the other one. And another YouTuber, I forget which one, some guy said that this is more looks like Brando before all the prosthetics. And I kind of agree with that. This doesn't look dead on to me like from the way that he looked at any point in the movie. Of course, the movie goes for 10 years, and so he shows various bits of aging throughout the movie. But anyway, as I was saying, Vito Corleone's one of my favorite characters, but I didn't see the need to have a Blitzway statue and have two 6-scale figures as well, all of the same character. What I'd rather have is a couple... I got both of these figures just because they're completely different outfits and they represent different times in the movie. Because they're so different from one another, I thought, yeah, sure, what the heck. But what I'd really like is to have like a Luca Brasi to go with him. And that'd be ideal for me. Not really a huge Michael fan. I know some third-party companies have done Michael, but not as huge a fan of that character. But really, it's just having one or two solid pieces of Vito Corleone himself is really all I need as a collector in that sense. So I mainly collect Batman and Star Wars, but The Godfather is such again, my second favorite film, and Vito Corleone, one of my all-time favorite characters. I think he's a really interesting character. So yeah, definitely nice to have a couple of just overall solid figures in the collection. So here we got, see the rose that's going to go on his tux, and then there's the cat that he pets. And that was apparently a cat that was wandering around on set during filming, and Marlon Brando just picked it up and started petting it, and Coppola decided, yeah, let's work that into the film. So that became part of the iconic scene. So here we got the extra hands. We got the chair. right here. So got a good, solid look and feel to it. I heard that it's hard to get him in the chair, so I'll find out what here in a little bit if I can get him to sit in it and make it look right. But that tends to be the case, though, with 6-scale figures that come with chairs. Getting them to sit in the chair and look right is can be sometimes a challenge. So this table, now there was another YouTuber that when he pulled his out, the leg had come unglued from the top, and it looks like that has happened to mine as well. So it is a common issue, but this, to me, I don't really see as, I think that can be just fixed with some wood glue. But this, so you saw what happened right here, just as I was pulling it out, how easily that came off. And again, that happened to another YouTuber. So this looks like a common issue, but yeah. So looks like I was able to wedge it back in there a little bit, but that's something to kind of, it wouldn't hurt maybe to put some wood glue, because this does feel like it's real wood. Wouldn't hurt to put some glue on it, wood glue or super glue. I guess that would work too, but just some kind of glue and glue it in place. That ought to be okay. Yeah, the other guy, the other YouTuber, I forget who it was, but his was worse than this. Like, it was an actual break. Like, there wasn't any way to really fix that to where it looked decent. I mean, his was worse than this. But if you get this, be very aware when you pull it out. I mean, if I didn't have this, if I wasn't recording, I would have used both hands. I probably shouldn't have pulled it out, but you saw how easily it came loose. But now it seems okay. I mean, you see it standing up, and to me, it doesn't look overly crooked or anything. So I'm not too worried about it, but that's something for you guys to keep in mind when you get yours, assuming you don't have it already. And I think that's all this guy. Oh wait, no, I forgot about this. So he comes with the stand right here. It's got the Vito Corleone nameplate, and this all feels like it's like real carpet, like carpet velvety type material. And this is, so the post that goes into it, you got the candlestick, phone, bottle of wine, Remy Martin, and then the wine glass. This seems more apropos the older Golden Years version, where he's like,
I drink more wine than I used to. Anyway, I'm drinking more.
well, that's good for you, Pop. So there's that one. And yeah, I want to mess with this outfit a little bit, but I don't know, to me, just something about the outfit just doesn't look like it fits as well as maybe it could. But I went back and looked. I haven't owned the Hot Toys version in a couple of years now. But so I went back and looked at some videos of that one just to remind me what it looked like, and this outfit is actually a pretty big improvement over the outfit on that one. So as far as fit and tailoring. So yeah, pretty solid. So there's the formal version. Now on to the Golden Years. Alright, here he is, and he gets 3 head sculpts. So yeah, you notice with the Golden Years, it's a bit more expensive. I think the formal version cost me $230 shipped, and that was after some reward points. I think its retail was like $240, $250, something like that. Whereas with this guy, retail is about $270, $275, somewhere in there. So here you get 3 head sculpts. I think it's the same 2. I think these 2 are the same ones that come with this guy. But let's pull him out and look to make sure. I don't know. I think it might be different. Anyway. So there he is. And then here's the second head sculpt that reminds me of the second head sculpt that came with the formal version. So those look, again, they look pretty darn close, but hard to tell for sure. And this is just me upon first glance, but so these look like they're the same two head sculpts. If not, they're really darn close. And then this is the third one that this guy comes with. So he's taking his nap. He's worn out from chasing his grandson around the garden. He ought to, I wonder if he comes with doesn't he come with an orange? He should come with an orange, because that's a common theme throughout these movies, like a symbolizing death. And of course, or before he dies, I think he had an orange. All right, what else we got? So we got his hat. Now, with most 6 scale figures, it's hard for most companies to get hats to where they look right on the head. They usually kind of look off a little bit. The Hot Toys version that I had the Sideshow exclusive version that came with his hat, his black hat, and it never quite looked right, so I never used it. It was still nice to have, but I never used it. It never looked right. And this guy, it doesn't quite. It looks okay, but. And I think this was his get up when he was shot. He was going across the street from his office and was like, "Oh, I need to go get some fruit. Yeah, I'll have some of those." And then so lots of those guys come around the corner. He sees them, takes off running, bam, bam, bam. But he survives, all good. Hit him with 5 shots, he's still alive. So I think this may have been the outfit he was wearing. I can't remember for sure.
Well, pretty well done.
Very good. Well done, head sculpts. And let's see what we got here. So here we got some. Those are just wrist pegs. Here's the table for footrest. And here's his lounging chair. I believe this may have been the chair he was sitting in when he was telling Michael.
Whoever comes to you with this Bazzini meeting, he's a traitor. Don't forget that.
I think this might be that chair. Not sure. But anyway, well done. I mean, it's got I think it's plastic sculpted, but I expected it to feel like wicker type material because it looks so accurate. And let's see, is that all he comes with? I can't remember. Oh, no, of course not. How could I forget about the second outfit? Okay, so this is our second outfit. So this is I think this overcoat I think he had on over this when he was in the assassination attempt scene. So this would go with the hat. Vito Corleone feared murdered, which Never made sense to me that they would include this paper with him, because I mean, you would include it with Michael, I guess. But why would he be reading a newspaper about his own murder? Because when this paper came out, it was right after he was shot, and by the time he was up and about again, it was over a year later. So why would he have this paper? But no, it's still pretty cool. I'll never complain about having too many accessories. I'll complain about having too few, but I won't complain about having too many. So if you have a third-party Michael Corleone, this might go better with that, where he's looking at it and doesn't say if he's dead or alive. So there you go. Then this is the sweater that goes on him, and again, I think that will just go over the shirt. So you would lose the tie, lose the coat, and then put this on him, and put this coat on him. Then here's the base. So this is the base itself, and then this is a piece of grass that just kind of goes over top of it, I guess. So there you go. I think I got everything out of here. Oh wait, nope, I lied. More stuff. Well, yeah, for $270 something figure, there should be more stuff. So I'm glad. So there's a plate for him to eat his oranges on, which oh yeah, and so I guess this here is the paper bag that he's carrying that the oranges go in. I remember Justin in his review saying it'd be nice if we had more oranges or something to put in here, so it looks like he's got a full bag, but he had the idea of, well, I guess you could always just get some tissue or something to put in here to make it look full, and then kind of sit the oranges on top. So yeah, definitely appropriate that he's got a couple of oranges there. There's the cat, and again, this doesn't really make sense. I don't remember seeing a cat at this stage in the movie. The cat was just at the beginning in the office scene.
On the day of my daughter's wedding. Yeah.
And then, and of course, he's got his booze because he continues to be an alcoholic. So there you go.
I drink more wine than I used to. Anyway, I'm drinking more.
So yeah, so he got his he's got his booze, which I thought that he drank. But that, I mean, he drank wine in a glass, kind of more like this, I thought, at the end of the... But I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch it again, but it seems like this would almost be more fitting. I mean, is this wine? I mean, it looks more like whiskey or something, like harder stuff. So he's older. He's been shot. You know, he survived being shot 5 times, so he needs the harder stuff, I guess. But yeah, I thought in that scene where he's sitting in that chair, he's got a, and you know, he's probably had this table next to him somewhere, so you could have this sitting there next to him, have him drinking his wine. But so, and then of course we got this base. You want to have him standing up, same nameplate as before. So yeah, first impressions are overall good. I think these look like pretty solid head sculpts. And here again, I remember when I first got the Hot Toys version, and the 10 years that I owned it, I thought that sculpt was just about perfect, that you couldn't improve on it. But you look at it now compared to what Hot Toys does now, and you compare it to even this, to these guys here, and it just pales in comparison. Shows how far the technology has come. because that Godfather, that Hot Toys Godfather, was 2009. So I'm gonna have to mess with these guys a little bit more, do some displaying. There was a, I don't think Justin always has the best poses, but with this guy right here, he had an awesome pose with him where he had the long coat and the hat on with the hand in his pocket. And it looked like it was straight out of from a scene in the film, the scene where he gets shot, right before he gets shot. So I might try something like that. This guy, yeah, he looks good. So I'll have to work with these guys a little bit, get them posed right, and it's a matter of getting them in the right pose, but also doing the right amount of futzing with the outfit. Because most videos I've seen with this guy, I think even though the head sculpt and everything looks good, the pose and everything just looks terrible because it's like the vest looks like it's about to pop right off of him. The way it looked when I first opened it, looks like I've got it a little bit better, but the jacket is kind of, doesn't look like it fits right. The pants look kind of off. Again, in some of these videos, because it looks like these guys posed it, not really messing around with the outfit too much. So even though the head sculpt looked good, to me at least, this is just me being picky. I guess I'm more picky than most about this character, but I thought that all these other videos, the way he was posed, it just didn't look right. Something about the outfit looked off. But anyway, yeah, overall pretty happy with these two. So I will mess with these guys when I get time, get them posed up, and then I'll record a couple of short videos for, I don't know if maybe I'll just do another, like a longer video like this where I show both of them, or I might just do one for each, one shorter, one for each, I don't know. But anyway, so these are the Damtoys Godfather figures. If you're on the fence about these, hopefully this will help you in your decision. And you can see in one of my former videos where I talk about different criteria that you should take into account when considering whether or not to purchase a figure. So is it a favorite character? Is it from a favorite franchise? And things like that. So you can kind of use those criteria, but hopefully between that video and between what you're kind of seeing here with these, it will maybe help you in your decision making. And when I post videos later of these guys posed up, maybe that'll, if you're still on the fence, maybe that will help give you that extra nudge one way or the other. So thank you all very much. See you in the next one.